Oh, where is everybody? Hey? Hey, Gary? Are you busy, Jimmy? What? Well, where is everybody? Aha! Ah, mein Fula! What time is it, guys? I'll tell you what time it is. It's time that Josh started learning how to turn the gas analyzer off before he gets in. That's what time it is. Josh, if you're watching, you go to there. Boom. Oh! Who's that?
Sweating Jimmy.
Sweating Jimmy? What's happening?
Always busy sweating Jimmy.
Where's Gary? Gary's avoiding the video, you know. He's in a right fettle. Let's get it live on 5.
Let's get it live. Let me get that for you, sir.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. Gary, come on, let's quickly lash the video off.
Let's flash a video off. I think that's sufficient. That pulled away for tonight, that'll do.
Oh. Oh, look at you, clobber. Oh, Jimmy, the long sleeve t-shirt on. Oh, where's those swans at? Mate, where's the beach?
That way, mate.
Oh, get in there, lad. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, can't find it. Favorite, keep it.
I just need to look at something quickly.
Oh, look at that. Lots of numbers and digits on there to the matrix. This is mass concentration here.
Yes, that's what I thought.
What's that? We've done one.
No, I'm just checking the history of it for I go with a lump on that.
What we're
What we're doing the day of?
I'll tell you what it is. I think it's been a stressful day, Gary.
Stressful day, the day.
Unbelievable.
It shouldn't have been really. Very easy day made very difficult.
Yes, well, we can't win them all, Gary. We're trying.
Well, you know, yeah,
we can't win them all. Should we start on the biggest job of the day?
What the
Run here.
over here?
Over here, sir. Actually, I'll come this way because it is because it's. I'll tell you one thing. It looks like the hand grenade pin has fell into there and just exploded all over the floor.
So it is. I hope Callum doesn't get knocked down.
Alright, let's hope Callum makes it back for tomorrow.
Callum makes it back in the next couple of days, otherwise we're on a load of bother trying to put that back together. Actually, not really. Yeah.
I'll tell you what it is, at least it's all compartmentalised. Oh, he's absolutely mentalised.
It's just spread out all the floor, really, isn't it?
It is, aye. That's really what it is. Aye. Let's just get on top of the brass tacks here.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
So,
the wishy-washy.
that's where the lump used to be. Jimmy.
Funny that saying, Michael McIntyre said once, you notice you never say washy, it's always wishy-washy. There's never panky, it's always hanky-panky.
Maybe he's only travelling twos.
Maybe.
Safety in numbers.
Because you never go home and say, there's any chances in panky tonight, do you?
I don't know, Gary, do you?
It's not very often.
Do you get me? Do you get me ask for panky?
I'm right down the rabbit hole there.
He's opened himself up to pain there, Gary.
Yes,
Gary. But as long as you wear your car fountain jumper, you'll be alright.
I'll have to make sure Ed edits this video tomorrow, cuts that bit out.
What about you, Jimmy? What if you ask for panky?
I'd
Probably get a slap.
Did you just give you a hanky?
Aye.
There's a hanky. Sort yourself out. Oh god, this video has just got crazy.
I don't know what's happened.
Oh, you know what it is? It's because you spend too much time with Michael who works here.
Could be, yeah.
In fact, if Michael sorted himself out, we wouldn't have 14 kids, would he?
That's the one you know.
So, anyway, just moving on back onto the script here.
Anyway, back on track. Right, back on track.
So, the new lump.
The new lump. Yeah, that is the new engine.
That is the new engine. Tell you it is. She's a good looking thing.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. So, somehow, Callum's going to get all that
Onto that.
onto that. And you got it all from that. But I'll tell you one thing, taking it apart these and putting them back together.
You have to remain in one in the morning, mate, to take a clutch and flywheel off that, because there'll be a surcharge on that. Meetings.
Be a surcharge in the clutch and flywheel?
Yeah, sometimes there's a surcharge on flywheels. Or they ask for them back. LUK ones.
Is it?
Sometimes, yeah. Might not be on that one, but it's worthwhile just taking off.
Yep.
Oh, ask Chris in the morning, too, yeah.
This Jaguar, this is a family member of the We Buy Cars for More fraternity.
Oh, yes. Urba.
Urba.
I was just, oh, yes, now that makes sense. Urba.
So, this is in...
One, Mark?
Well, this, believe it or not, if you press the start button, it won't start. But if you go to the start motor relay, which is over here,
Here's the one we had earlier.
here's one we set on fire earlier. So basically, you bridge the relay out and it starts like a dream. So it's the signal. It's a 2 litre, I think, petrol ingenium. It's got that ingenium, that's why. So basically, it's not working properly. We'll have to have a look at it in the morning. It got pulled in late this afternoon. We had a quick look at it and then Andy jumped onto a couple of other jobs. Trying to get everything done from, where's he going? He's going to the Isle of Man.
Excellent.
What's this in for?
So this is a, what little thing is
It's a really nice little car.
135i. Only problem is for me, just obviously as a preference, hasn't got enough doors. Yeah. Good configuration, no, it's blue. Import brakes. Yeah. Automatic gearbox as well. Good little car, these.
It is. This reminds me of a little Cooper that we've got. That's the Storal Blue.
Yeah, very, very similar.
Big brake kit.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was thinking on Instagram, I see they're on about maybe it's a new M1 on the street.
Oh. What's the
So this one is
what's this for?
fueling, coolant loss, and there's a couple of other small things. Sold through We Buy. Unfortunately, they've had to pull it back. Customers haven't had it very long, so it's just had to come back just to be fixed. That's why it's here. But
so it'll take maybe it's a couple hours diag on that.
a couple of hours diag on that. Then obviously hopefully put a list on it like we normally do, and then we'll know where we'll go from there.
Nice.
It's for tomorrow, but it's been. I think their drivers picked it up today. Had to go down south and pick it up. And bring them
Oh,
back.
so it's one of those comebacks.
Yeah, it's one of them, yeah.
Oh, what about the good-looking Transit Custom here?
So another one, MOT service and a wet belt.
So what?
Yeah. So the customer again, I think he's on due to 150k or 120 months.
Yeah.
But like the one, like the RAC van, he's decided to do it a little bit earlier.
Sensible.
Might have sold it as well. That's possibly why. So that'll get MOT tomorrow and a health check on it, and then the wet belt on it. But I think there's a small delay with a couple of parts. So
Yep.
the likelihood is we'll probably MOT and health check that tomorrow. Then get the wet belt done early next week, and then back to the customer
Nice.
Tuesday.
Nice thing with their wheels and all
today.
that. Extra bits of body kit on. I'll tell you what it is, I see the price of them MSRTs, the genuine ones. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And a mortgage?
Eye-watering.
I think, I'll tell you what it is, I think the arse going to follow them. One day everyone will realise they're just a van. And everyone got PCP for 70 grand. Then before you know it, your car's not worth nothing. And then pop goes the balloon.
But it'll be the finance companies that take the hit on it,
Yeah.
because
You already signed up, didn't you?
Oh, that's it. Now the residual set on it when the finance, the customer.
So
this is the one that's getting the manifold.
Oh,
so
yes,
we've
aye.
already done one side. It's the other side. It's the right hand one in this case.
yeah,
But yeah, so it'll get the manifold on it.
lovely,
Yeah, that's what that needs.
splendid. Yeah, you can see there we've done the passenger side one. Just get the driver's side. I tell you what else it's going to need. Common as well is that thermostat housing's got a little tiny weep on there. You just start to see the crustaceans.
Confusing on these because the right hand's the left hand, the left hand's the right hand. It just depends which way you look at it, because that's the left hand in it.
Yeah.
But it's or the right hand.
You're sitting in the car.
No, that's the right eye, the other way around. Yeah.
Strange.
Confusing on these.
And what about this?
So this is the one of them off last week. It's had it's shredded the ancillary belt, but we've got the belt off. New one. It's ready to go back in the morning. Ready to easy repair for a change. So that one's done.
Make a change.
So we'll get one of them back to them.
Yeah.
The other two, one of them's waiting for the housing for the barrel.
Yeah.
And the other one, we spoke to VC Suspension this morning. They've given us a couple of things to try, fuses, lives, etc.
Lovely.
If not, then it's going to be a little bit more in-depth diagnosis on that one.
Yeah, it's nice to have a little bit of backup you can go to. Obviously, you don't really see that suspension very much, do you?
This one failed the MOT on the parking brake efficiency. The reason being is because this handbrake cable seized on it. But we weren't. But again, as you can see, I mean, it's just
solid eye.
Yeah, it's not everything. Luckily, again for the customer, the pivots, because we weren't sure if it was the pivots used or the handbrake cable.
Yeah.
But luckily, the caliper's fine.
Nice.
Which is the more expensive bit. The cable, but cable will be here for it tomorrow.
Lovely.
Get that on tomorrow and re-MOT them back to the customer.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Quick buy.
So again, one of the carryovers from last week. Back brakes are now done on it. We've done that. The batteries on the shelf to put on needs a battery on, and I think we've got. Well, originally it was for the fuel filter replacement, but when we've put the fuel filter on and tried to prime it, we've noticed that it's got a leak from the primer bowl there. Now we've tried to fix it, but it's leaking. So that's all right. It's coming. It's direct from Nissan. It'll be here tomorrow. So hopefully get that on, and it's the last piece of that and the battery on. The battery's on the shelf over there. That's the last piece of the jigsaw, and that should be hopefully ready tomorrow.
Qashqai jigsaw.
Yeah. That's back.
Jimmy, you just involved so much in this video.
Involved.
Just loving life. So well, that little Polo was there last week, but he's deliberating what to do, I think, isn't he?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to. But yeah, so it's just still up in the air. Waiting for Parkers to come back, or whether or not they want to fix that or not.
If they fix that, they must be mad.
They must be crazy. But
that's 17 plate van, but
yeah, I think the trade-off is just getting another one for a decent price. But you know, throwing that sort of money into that van just doesn't make sense. However, whether or not it's on the cusp or not, or whether I don't know what vans are like. I know they've gone up about 40%, so that could be why maybe they're deliberating on and thinking about it. Yeah.
The little Peugeot.
Yes, so this one's in limp mode, cutting out intermittent non-start. There's a technical services bulletin for the engine speed sensor. That's on its way. It'll be here tomorrow. They'll also see you've got to check the connector to the speed. A little bit like similar to the Bilingos that we do in the Peugeots, you know, when it breaks the harness.
On the end
So we'll check that as well. But yeah, waiting for parts, hopefully finish tomorrow.
The Passata? Oh, that was actually last week,
that's
wasn't
one
it?
off last week. That's just got to go back through the workshop with a bit more time.
X5, I think, have we had this before?
Turbocharger, yes, so it was in for Diag. It's now back with us, it's down to the warranty company. So, with it being the bi-turbo, it's the smaller turbo, which is the high pressure one for the lower RPMs. The swirl valves failed on that. We're just waiting for the warranty company to hopefully come back and authorise it. I don't think it'll be as straightforward as that, but hopefully if they do, and then it's just a matter of fixing it.
Look at that! Yeah. Believe it or not, the Cougar's made it outside of the workshop.
And you know what? We didn't even sell it. It wasn't on the ramp anymore.
I know.
The Cougar's gone.
The Cougar is
gone.
Gone.
Yeah, done and dusted. Yeah.
Done and dusted.
So that can go back to Jasper well, we're going to struggle for getting them back on.
Drive it, man.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah,
drop off, yeah. So
we'll explain why it's going to be a bit of a hassle getting cars back to customers in a minute, but the Ford Ranger, is that the one for the ABS?
So there's this one here.
We've two Ford Rangers.
Yeah. That one there's failed the MOT because the
plastic on the bonnet.
The joint's gone in the prop shaft. Unluckily, I mean, unfortunately, at the minute we're stuck to get them fixed because the company that used to repair them's not there anymore. There's another one which is opening up, but I think it's about 4 weeks away.
Yeah.
So it's simply it's replacement at the minute. And again, the price of that prop shaft was eye-watering as the price of this one. But I think we're both at the same price, just under £1,000.
£1,000 for a prop shaft.
Ridiculous.
Somebody open a prop shaft recon company within a month, will you?
There must be a lot of money to be made. But I don't know a little bit. And that one's got the ABS fault, so again, failed the MOT for the ABS fault.
Yeah.
Front sensor on this one for a change. Normally it's one of the back ones.
It is, isn't it?
That needs some more time. So we had a quick look at that one yesterday when Andy was in over the weekend.
Yeah.
But it just needs more time. I think that's going to be a bit of a troublesome one, that.
Volvo, man. The revolver.
Yeah.
And this one here, unfortunately, well, I don't know if you can see or not, but underneath there is a big pool of oil. Because what's happened is, the guys drove over something on the motorway, it's knocked a hole in the sump, ran out of oil, and unfortunately it's exploded. The conrod has tried to eject through the bottom of the sump, so that's going to, well, I don't know what the plan with that is, to be honest with you, but I'm assuming it's going to go through his insurance company because he's obviously, it's been an accident on the road and we'll just let him deal with that. White cash guy, I don't...
in for tomorrow, diagnostic, not been looked at yet, engine management, so that's look at tomorrow, one of the jobs for tomorrow.
One of the two ambulances, or one of the three ambulances.
Yeah, so that one's with a suspension fault.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's down at the back.
Yeah.
Again, we'll liaise with VB about that one.
And that one's the
just waiting for parts.
ignition barrel.
Ignition barrel, yeah.
It's always waiting for parts, yeah, Gary.
Yeah, and we'll go.
So that's that done. Waiting on a little...
Waiting for overflow on that one.
Overflow on there. I tell you it is, that Team Vi taxi just looks like an absolute beauty. Look at the shine on that. Whew. Beauty. So,
all branching out.
well, hey.
Yeah. Sorry.
So this timber here is the new timber for the back of the truck, basically. So I'm going to replace all these boards here. To be fair, a lot of them are all right, but well, Team Vi doesn't like doing things by half, so we just bought the full lot to do it all. The lads have started to strip all the timber out there now. They'll obviously check all these bits of steel work to make sure they're all right before they just start putting the timber back on.
They're thick enough.
What's that? Them boards?
Them boards, they look slightly thicker than ones.
Well, I measured them at 27mm and they're 27. Well, that board there, so when I bought it I didn't realise it actually buy trailer board.
Right, okay.
So that is the half lap trailer boarding apparently. Well, that board there, Gary, is the same as what we've done a couple of replacements on.
Yeah.
So there's some over there.
Some of that. All right.
So some of the new stuff. So that's why basically it's going to be a bit of a nightmare picking up and dropping off customers' cars at the minute, because I would think the rest of the week this will be on getting all stripped out, all new timber. Obviously any of this steel needs replacing at the same time. We will do that while it's in bits, but hopefully it should be a nice easy fix. This get the timber in and get it away, but that'll never happen.
Yeah, well, that's just gone like...
Yeah, you should never have said it.
Shouldn't have said it. Yeah.
There's a Team Vi disco that's still yet to make it back in the workshop. But
Genuine Land Rover trouble on the back of that. Well, I mean,
yeah,
that
I'll tell you what it is. It does add value.
It's got to add value to that.
It does add value.
Got to add value to that.
Let's capture Jimmy. Jimmy wants to be in this video, you know that?
Yeah. He must be gone for his second job, going to be taxiing now.
Hello?
Jimmy, what are you doing?
I'm just trying not to interrupt the video.
Jimmy, you've been in the video 5 times already. I think you just want to be in the videos.
I'm not, I'm trying to escape. I've got training to be doing.
Training? What are you training for, Jimmy?
Training for an unarmed combat contest.
Oh, nice. Who's that with?
Some little Raji.
Some little Raji. What's his Raji called?
Death Wish.
I think that man's got a death wish messing with our Jimmy.
I've got a death wish. Making me hungry and sweaty.
Get in. Good night, Jimmy.
See you in the morning. And it's a good night from me, and it's a good night from him.
There's definitely a good night from Jimmy.
And this is the very, very nice Disco 5. So we need to spend some more time on this because we had Ian out today from Affordable Windscreens. because it's wet along here when it rains. However, he's checked it and he can't see any breaks in the. Normally you can see where the windscreen bonds in. I don't really see with that. He says you can't see any gaps. If there is a gap in it, it's very, very small, and the amount of water we had coming in, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Compared to that. So what he has said is that there's a drain tube here, or a water tube here,
off the pan roof, and
it's also got a pan roof in, which they're quite common for. So this will have to go over there tomorrow. We'll have to keep that free tomorrow.
Yeah.
Put that on the water, test it in the morning, and probably see if it is actually the screen. It still might be the screen. He said that, but he says from what he can see, it's the bonding's quite good, and it's there. So
I'm sure I've had a couple of these fail windscreens, like.
Yeah.
But like you say, you can't see the hole then.
I think he even said at one point that there's something about the glasses coming out on them. I don't know. But we haven't seen many of these yet. I mean, that's still quite a young car, but we're starting to see if it'll come through. So yeah, that just needs a little bit of a revisit tomorrow, and just have to decide which way we're going to go with it. Probably need to water test it.
Yeah.
And see what's going on down here, because I think the lads had a look last week, and it was raining on Friday.
Yeah. And
you could see it literally coming in quick.
It was dropping on top of the speedo binnacle.
Yeah, right.
What's the plan for the rest of the week? We're a man down.
We're a man down, yeah. So we've got the van put back together. We've got the inlet manifold to do on the
Range Rover.
On the Range Rover. So there's 2 days worth of work and a little bit more. The diary's full of like the run-of-the-mill stuff, service and MOTs. Got a couple of bits and pieces on the go, which is the Ranger prop shaft, the Ranger ABS fault. So yeah, that's the diary's full. Friday's a little bit quiet at the minute, but I mean, just the same as usual. We'll come back today, and we're quite light in the diary, but the diary's nearly full already. So yeah. Bit to do.
Aye, hopefully we'll keep a bit of space for Friday, so we don't get trapped here all day and all weekend, and then it all just molds into 1 month, and then 1 quarter, then 1 year. Yeah. That's what happens here, isn't it?
I know, but there's a bit to do. Yeah.
Well,
as always, we're okay.
Aye, right. Yeah. Definitely going to call it a day for today.
On that note, I'm going to put this inside, and it's good night from him.
And it's definitely good night from him. See you later, everybody. Right, there was literally nobody anywhere because everybody's sensible enough to go home. See what the time is. Five to 8 nearly. Silence in the workshop. Right, so Andy's away rallying at the moment, so his toolbox is all locked up. The bomb site, that is the big parcel van, the NEPS, that's still here. That got very little done on it today because it was this is not rebooked until Friday, but that's the new engine and the gearbox all mated up together. We've got the new injectors in there, all the new injector pipes, new leak-off pipes, very nice. Obviously got a new clutch and flywheel fitted to that engine. There's the original engine back in the crate, and luckily we didn't need those injectors out because these have got no clamps on and they don't move. I think there's only that one there, but you look at that rust on there as well, so that will go back in there, and that one there is also solid, even no clamp on. This little Peugeot, this came in for diag, and then once it was authorised, it's now getting a crankshaft sensor. Then we've got this ambulance here. If you look there, we've actually only got 1 ambulance left, and that is that one there. So DKY, that'll go back tomorrow. That had a new ignition barrel. Luckily that arrived today. And then this is the Ford Ranger that came in. I think it came in for a few things, but one of them was the prop shaft. So that prop shaft there, if you look, that joint's basically fell apart. so that's no good. New prop, that's a genuine part. That prop was a lot of money, especially for a prop shaft. I don't think there's been much progress in this today because Michael's been on another job, but he's got not too far to go. So he's got both new, he's got the new manifold on there. He's also got the new thermostat housing. So that was, I went along to the Land Rover at Strastone. We normally keep these in stock, but we've used 3 in the last week. So I had to go to Land Rover and buy one of them before we actually get a delivery from Land Rover tomorrow. So that's his old unit there. So you can see the just starting to get crusty across the front of the face there. Not good. We've also changing out the airlines. We've changed out the airlines for these ones here. Just seem to be a better quality thing. And then next to every airline, every technician's got a little 3-pin plug extension as well, just in case they want to use anything on the job. So then the airlines that are coming out, and then the airlines that are going in. So then, probably the biggest thing that's been happening today is work commencing on the recovery truck. So I've had to basically subcontract all the work for this truck. This week has had to be subcontracted just to a third party because we're basically been stripping out all these timbers and be replacing them with these nice new fresh ones. So that we could have probably reboarded, I would say, about 15% of this truck, maybe 20% max, and that would have been all done. So these have all been, but then we're going to end up with a patchwork quilt. So basically we've never had to reboard it, so we'll just take the time to do it properly. So we bought this like a half lap proper trailer board, hardwood, so that all goes onto here. Then you drill every one, you pre-drill them, countersink them, and use these screws here. So the screws all the way down, and then there's a nice little cut out here just for your lashing down point. We're not 100% sure what to do up the middle. We don't know whether to put timber back in or it's a little bit more money, but I'm thinking about putting checker plate all up the spine of the truck. The only downside to that is I'll have to obviously keep on top of the paint when it gets scratched, etc. So there's some of the new timbers in as well on this side. Really nice job. All the timber on this side is done. Obviously these are just the spare boards. So both bottoms are done. This is done up to here. Like I say, we haven't replaced any of the middle yet because we're not sure what to do with it. This obviously all this is here, and anything that's got any sort of rust or anything like that, it's getting stripped back as we do it, all painted, and then we're putting the boards on top, just keeping in tip-top shape. So that's basically the checker plate. That'll obviously get repainted, but there's nothing wrong with that, so it's going to stay. But that is what we would possibly have right up the middle of the spine of the truck, because the timber in the middle of the truck there on the floor, that's starting to look a little bit rough. And there is actually some over there where there's a hole, so that's not good. So basically what I've had to do is take out all the bolts that held in the timber all the way along. So you look there, all them used to hold in all the timbers down there, and that's how we get them out. Basically we've just been bend them over with a big hammer. So bend them over, and when you turn them round, one more hit, it snaps them off. Grind it all with like a wire wheel or a flapping disc, paint all this, and then the timber goes on top. So it is quite labor intensive, and it is actually quite expensive, believe it or not. So the wood to do, it's quite a length, that wood there. That's one piece front to back. So these panels are all done in one piece all the way to the winch. So the timber to do the truck was about £1,500, and I think there's probably another £700 or £800 worth of steel going to go into it. But it's just nice to get it done, especially in the minute where the weather's not too bad. it'll be nice to just get it all done and keep the truck looking tip top, because there's nothing worse than a truck coming to your house or seeing your car in the back of something that looks like a horrible old piece of crap. So this timber on this side is actually probably some of the best stuff, so it's still solid. This there's no actual rot on this side, but like I say, what we do not want is a patchwork quilt where there's just new timber, old timber, all that sort of crap. So that's where the lads have been cutting it out. That's where obviously it's all gone now, and that's that beautiful new timber. Once that's all being brushed down and cleaned, that'll look really, really nice on the back of that truck. And then we're not sure whether to paint this steel work blue or to keep it grey. We have undecided yet. So we've already, over the time we've had it, already upgraded all the lights. So all the lights on the truck LED, all them lights down there LED, they're marker lights. We've already rewired the full back of the truck. Little lights there, these are a cool little lights. These marker lights sit here, but you can actually bend them any way you want and they just return. A lovely little like halo light on here, orange on the side and a white on the front, red in the back. It's really nice. So, and there's the Team Value truck. It's been used as a workbench today really. That's all the timber that's been coming off, so that'll be going on the log burner. Unfortunately this one's been used as a bit of a workbench today. And if we keep talking about trucks, we're lucky enough to have quite a few trucks, and that has got to be the all-time favourite. Luckily there's no wood on that one, but I think the windscreen probably cost more than what the wood did for that, the full of the recovery truck. That's our Renault Magnum pulling the race trailer, and then there's the big Avanti at the back. That still needs a lot of work done, but it is starting to get work done now because obviously the weather's getting better. I'll not bother going through death row. There's a few things over there, so there's just pretty much from here to, I believe, well actually to be honest with you, the full of death row is that's either wait on parts, wait on authorization, or just the customers taking the car away. That van at the back there, so this one, oh sorry, this one here, that's just been dropped off. And the big pink lanes for drains van, that's waiting for authorization. So thanks very much for watching everybody. Remember to go to www.teamvaluemot.co.uk, check us out on there and on YouTube. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Good night.
Daimler.
Jimmy, you're live on fat. Whoa, fucking hell, any fucking. Whoa! How long it takes to stop this thing here?
Pensioner and his MX-5.
Roof dude, getting the race.
Baseball cap.
Jimmy, what we bought?
Absolute bargain.
This is
absolute bargain.
I'll tell you one thing, if you put on price per seat, it's for nothing.
You're not wrong there. And price for feet and length.
What is it? Like a remnant carpet? What's that per feet, mate?
Hello.
Oh,
I only worked with this 25 quid a square metre.
I'll tell you what it is. This badge here, the Jaguar badge. In fact, that's not even true. This is a true Daimler. Look at this. Unbelievable. Auto mirror there. This has got the auto lights here, phone kit, air conditioning. It's honestly electric windows. It's unbelievable, this thing. Fully packed. White. It also comes in white. Well, it's like creamy. That's actually, it's got cream interior. So it's just like it's fell off the beach. This like an old sandbag.
Like a dream round the roundabout.
Wait until our amazing subscribers see the outside. Well, actually, even the inside.
Even the inside.
That rear view mirror is actually magnified. It needs to be to see the back. We'll take a little drive when we get to the garage. We'll show you all.
We need an intercom for the back.
That's what we need. radios, CB radios just between the seats. What about the car wash, Jimmy? Think they charge you for a truck? It's got to be extra.
Oh, I would say so.
Maybe they charge the taxi rate. Is that cheaper? Taxi rate. Well, there's another ridiculous purchase there, Jimmy. Look.
Aye.
Just passing the Team Valley taxi.
Collection.
Aye, aye. Right, let's get it on. I don't know if I'll get run yet, like. There's another ridiculous vehicle there, Jimmy, the Avanti.
Avanti?
In fact, the car park's full of ridiculous crap, that's just useless. But this thing here, right, automatic.
Automatic? Feast your eyes, people.
Oh, this is going to be good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't do a video yesterday because I was too tired, but today's video is going to make up for it. Dun dun! Look at that!
Need some Union Jack flags on it.
We do. This thing is unbelievable. Look at that electric aerial. Look at it. This is the limousine by Eagle. Jimmy's got any lights? I'm sure the side lights are on. This should have mark lights down the side, it's that long.
It should.
Has it got any lights? Nah. I'm sure I've been driving any lights on, yeah, Jimmy.
Oh, we're in business.
Now we're in business. Let's have a look. Absolutely no backlights at all. I think we need a little look there. Put your foot on the brake, Jimmy. Let's do a little light test while we're here. We've got one in a little bit. We'll get Paul to have a look at that one day. So, look at the purchase. Jimmy, do you want to do some modelling in the very back?
Absolutely, absolutely.
We took the man's jumper pack there as well because the battery's flat. Look at the leg room in there.
Look at this. Look at this.
Jimmy's the armrest. Get the armrest down. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
If that isn't quality. Jimmy, what? This thing goes forward.
Oh.
What is it? What's that for? As if they haven't got enough room, just hold the coffin in here.
Aye.
Yeah, so I'm going to go in the front. Let's go in the mid door. I'll tell you one thing though, it's fairly clean.
It is?
Who's that? I wonder why that gun's like that. Does that fold up? Oh, Jimmy.
Oh.
Look at that. Jesus.
Perfect for sleepings.
Sleepings. That is some to that. Oh, if I wouldn't want that seat to fall on your leg. Jesus Christ.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
It is. This thing here. Oh, look at this, Jimmy. Look. That driver couldn't hear a thing. But then, coffee, gravy, fried rice and chips. It's unbelievable, yeah.
The headroom.
Look at that. The headroom in there. Unbelievable. Headroom modelled by Jimmy.
Unbelievable.
I'll tell you one thing. Well, I think that the first question would be, everyone should guess the price, Jimmy. How much do you think this, well, how much was it new? A lot, I bet. This stretched piece of magnificent British engineering.
At its finest.
And then, how much is it now?
You've got to get it in the comments.
Yeah, get it in the comments, everybody. How much was this absolute wonder of a vehicle? I need to step back a bit to get it all in the lens there. Look, there we go. Unbelievable. I'll tell you one thing I'm disappointed in. It's got wheel trims, Jimmy. Recently,
I could see
recently painted trims.
I could see some 20-inch.
Really some big 20-inch rulers in there.
Aye.
I might have some of
Spinners.
them. Big spin. Big pin. I'll tell you one thing. It's just pretty straight like for a old Neil. But unfortunately at the minute it's got knee tax, knee MOT, knee nothing. So I'm going to leave it here outside the garage and I'll take the Golf. And I'll tell you what else, another update. Look at that, the Avanti has moved. So the Avanti used to be here where the clean patch is on the floor. And then, but we couldn't basically get to it because of all this big bush here. So I've moved it back a bit so we can get some more space. And also we need access to inside that wheel arch to finish off the job on the injectors. Jimmy, the door's open. Just noticed there. Did we lock that? Oh, it's locked. It's locked. Right, I'm going to take this Golf home. Jimmy's going to take his car home, and this absolute splendid vehicle is going to stay here until Paul sorts out all the lights.
It's a beluga whale.
It's got the looks of a skip. Right, everybody. Jimmy, what's people got to do on a YouTube video?
You've got to like and subscribe.
Boom!
And comment in below at how much you think this absolute pearl
How
cost.
much is this? How much is this absolute piece of class, Terry Tibbs style? How much do you think we paid for it? And then also in the comments, I want to know, what should we do with it? I only bought it because I see it on Facebook and it was local. But that ends up getting us into trouble because you just buy stuff that you don't need and then you end up doing silly things with it. So if you can think of something even more ridiculous to do with it, let us know in the comments. And we'll see you next time, folks.
Good night, everybody.